Hello there, welcome to a new game review. Well, welcome to again a game that I played. It's not going to be a foreign game review, and I know it's been a bit of a break since I posted the last one. Obviously, I'm taking the weekends off, but the 2 days that are missing, it's because I've reviewed other games before I wanted to play mine, and I can realize that like by watching around three to four games, kind of extinguish my energy to properly pay attention to any other chess game. So that's something to take in account going on forward as well, because I wanted to review and watch over some games before I start with my own, and that dramatically decreased my capacity to stay concentrated on a game. And I didn't want to again force a game where I would not be able to pay attention and make a blunder. To be completely honest, after that streak of losses, I'm still sort of reluctant to play with full boldness and full self-trust because I'm worried about making an error, mistake, or a blunder, and I constantly am trying to watch to do it. But in the heat of the moment, I see some good move, and the first instinct is to jump on it. But as I said in the past, I'm working on it, and I'm glad to say that to some extent it's already starting to work. I can definitely see an improvement over the past games. So I suppose just going on forward and continuing to do it bit by bit does eventually work out. But that's not a spoiler for this game because we don't know how it will end. Um, for now, I will say that um, in today's game there was a co-joint leadership on my board between a horse and a rook. Not particularly these two ones, but we'll see. And that's the most spoiler I'm going to give you. Well, the startup is my usual king size opening. He starts by a small opening over here, so I can see the opportunity to fully expand. There are rare moments when I can do that uncontested. He decides to contest my pawn, and unlike in the past games, I won't go for a quick um, attack on this pawn. It would be weak anyway. So I decide to do a joint attack on his. Then he solidifies his position. I bring my horse out. Now I'm planning to castle. If ever he wants to take it, I'm just going to have the horse contest that. So I'm not worried about it. He brings another piece to threaten that very foundation, so I go to defend it. Obviously, here, if he starts taking it, I'm going to be the one that loses a pawn. So my next move would be to shake the bishop off. But if he decides to take the horse, then I'm not going to be able to properly protect this pawn. He decides to take it right now instead of taking the horse, so I take that chance to win the pawn. Then he takes the bishop here, so I naturally take it. This pawn is protected by two pieces, so I'm not worried about it. I can castle on the left side here, honestly, and what is exactly what I was thinking of doing, because then I would have I think I would have the rook on this side, and then I can spearhead my way in this position. But he chose to move his queen on the left side, so I decided to be safe and one, first hand, protect this pawn over here. My first thought here was just to quickly move the bishop here and then castle, but then he would get a free pawn. And I am not a fan anymore of giving freebies. Now, another move I could have done was to move the rook here, but I like this one more. Okay, then he moved his horse here. I thought that seeing that I moved my pawn, maybe he's trying to clear his way here, but he's stuck, so he wouldn't be able to castle on the left side. I'm unsure why the horse came here, because with this pawn here, it basically isolates the horse. The queen blocks his way in there. This bishop now is also blocked. He could have come with it before here and then move the horse here. So I'm unsure why he moved it here, but nevertheless, now the horse is stuck. Um, if he moves here, I would definitely take it to ruin his position with the pawns. So he moves his horse. I continue with my castle idea. He does the same. Again, he moves his horse here. I don't think that's a bad idea. I think here would have been a better idea, because now this horse protects this one. And then I would start to understand why he moved his horse in this position, because now he can threaten this one that is not protected by anything. And if I were to take it, then he just moves with this horse, and I get to lose. I mean, it would be a tie in terms of pieces, but at the very least, he moved his horse and cleared his back line. So that's starting to make sense, I suppose. So I castle because I don't have an idea of how to stop this without putting my queen in peril, or any other piece. To be fair, I mean, I could have probably checked the king here, honestly, like delay the castle for a bit and check him, and also fork this one maybe, so that if he moved left or right, then he can't castle anymore. Nah, now that I look at it from an objective perspective, and I'm not in the game anymore, I'm not involved in it. Definitely, I think I should have checked him in order to stop the castle, because he has no way of doing it. He needs at least one. Yeah, he can't do it. He just cannot do it. One, two, yeah. So yeah, I should have checked him to not allow him to do a castle and have one of his rooks well stuck between the king. But that's in hindsight. Nevertheless, I castle, he castles too. Now I'm starting to think, how do I want to play this? I can obviously go for the pawns here and do an exchange, which I will win, even if he takes first. With this one, I take second, then okay, this is dead, this is dead. This one comes here, and then I come with the queen, this one dead. Obviously, the horse is here, so that's not a win for now. So I will need reinforcement or another idea. Or the second idea would be to move with the pawn here and threaten the queen to go away. But then it wouldn't be really helpful in itself. I would just, I guess, solidify this position here, but there's a lot of places he can literally go. So that's a weak move. Then I realized that I could, for this exchange, for it to be worth, I could bring the rook here and basically put more pressure on this side and activate it, just to not let it sit in there. There have been games before that I played, and I realized that, well, it needs to do something. And to be fair, isn't it, no, is it not boring for them to just sit there all day and do nothing? I mean, I would feel ashamed for them. I mean, not really ashamed is the right word. I would feel sorry for them. That's the right word. Then another angle would have been to come with a queen here, then come with the horse here and attempt to give a checkmate here. But it would be easily countered. I mean, I could go then here, and then he could do this pretty easily. So there wasn't really uh, much that I was able to achieve by itself. So yeah, I decided to move my rook here and see what the opponent does while I solidify my middle and center of the board. He decides to basically copy me, and I was like, okay, fine. I need to do everything myself. Um, Now I'm starting to realize that this horse is free, and then there's also an angle for the rook there, if only the queen wasn't there. But nevertheless, the horse is free. I mean, it can easily be countered. That's That's for sure. But I think I can deal with that. For example, I can take it with this horse, um, which would be practically a loss. This is what like goes through my mind. Obviously, this is blocked, but it doesn't need to be because the horse is here. So the pawn would be lost, but then the horse as well, and then his horse would be here, and I wouldn't be able to take it because it's protected by this one. Um, so what do I do next? Well, it's important how he answers, right? And he chooses to move the horse away. And then again, I feel like, such a shame this queen is here. Can I like make it go away? And then I start looking, what damage can this horse here do? He comes here, he forks my rooks, but it's not an issue because I can come with the queen, even with the pawn. That's not a problem. Actually, the pawn it would be better, so I can clear this one. If it was that simple, I would just like go here and take this pawn with the help of the rook, and it would be pretty easy to close the game from there. I don't exactly know how right now, but I think it would be pretty easy. I just need to put my mind there. Now, an angle would have been to come here with the bishop to threaten the horse, but this would be reactive. I need to be proactive. Uh, the other thing that he could do is come here with the horse, threaten my rook, then I need to move it. Obviously, I'll move it here, and then he comes here and takes a free pawn. And like I said, I don't like to give freebies, so I deny that choice from the horse. Being denied that move, he chooses to move his pawn over here to threaten this one, which I thought it's okay. This is good idea, yes. I mean, he can take this one. I can take the horse or the rook, and he would free up his position over here, which he desperately, honestly needs. But then I realized I can do a pretty good exchange here. If I take his pawn, he can take up with the horse. Then I can take it with the horse. If he takes with the queen, what was the thing? Mm, uh, oh, yeah. Then yeah, there's another problem. So like th this entire exchange would be good if this horse wasn't here. So oh, actually, no, I didn't do it. Okay, I thought yeah. So like I had in mind to move with the horse here and take this one away. Let me think, because I know I had something in mind, but then I realized that this one is a stronger move. He takes with the horse. This one dead. I take with the horse. He's dead. He takes with the queen. This guy is dead. Mm, yeah, and if he does all that, then I can just check him with the queen. Um, And actually, it would be no, it wouldn't be mate, but I would take a free rook. So that's what I'm going for. Yeah, that's what it was about. Because I knew the queen will have to move, and I'm all free to go with the queen. So I take it. He takes with the horse. I take with the horse, and then I think he realized like the time is. I mean, it's 20 seconds, and like it's not a lot, but I think in those 20 seconds he realized if he takes this one, then he's cooked. I mean, his rook will be cooked because, yeah, the only one other move he can do is this one, and then I can just move over. Well, this one I can't. This one I will not be able to. I can just run away back and walk away with a free rook. I'm already +3 because the horse here uh, is standing proud basically. So he moves his pawn here, which was an interesting move. I didn't see it coming. He didn't fall for my trap. He actually uh, blocked it. So now I'm thinking, where do I want to go? I want to protect the horse, but can I protect the horse? Mm, hardly without losing my queen. And the only way that I can use my queen to protect the horse would be to move the queen here, but the horse blocks it. So that's a problem. Um, what else can I do? I can force a check on the king. He comes here, but the only fork that I can do with the king is blocked by the queen. So I won't be able to take the rook as compensation. So it's not worth it. Here is just stupid. Um, And anywhere I go, I save the queen, but I lose the horse. And then I think about it. Didn't a horse in the past give me a victory? How can I sacrifice a horse just for a mere queen? You know, queens can be exchanged by pawns, but horses are for life. You rarely make other horses. So these two are the only ones I have. I have to protect them, even at the cost of my queen. So what's the move that I see? Well, I see that if he wants to take my queen, then I'll have his. There's a neat trick about all of this. If he wants, like, if he takes, so like this one, so he takes my queen, then I take his. If he wants to take with a horse, I win, basically a check. I mean, the check is not important. The rook here is important, and he only wins a horse. So this exchange is in my favor. And at the end of the day, after he moves his king, I'll be able to check him with a horse by taking the pawn that is unprotected. So this dice, check on him from my rook, check this way. So the only way he can go is this way or this way. And from there, I kind of like development. I have a bishop to move around. I have a rook to protect my rook. There's a lot of things that I can do. But this is if he takes with a horse. What if he takes with a pawn? Well, if he takes with a pawn, now that things will get a little bit maybe tricky, but I still win a pawn in this entire exchange. So I'll be the victor in this exchange, and I still like it. It's just a +1, but I like it. I'm a simple man. I go for pluses. I mean, we sacrifice the horse, but it's for a good tactic. Anyway, I lose the queen. He loses his here. It would have been good if he moved the horse, but he didn't. He was smart. He moved the pawn. So I decided to take his pawn with this move. And now he does what I think it's blunder. We'll see in the review, because he exposed his rook to mine by moving here, which I think his probably move would have been maybe to take a cheeky bishop here and check my king at the same time, so I can't move it away. I mean, it couldn't be moved anyway. And now it's like he thought, maybe it's a smart move. Probably I would have been in his position some 1 or 2 weeks ago, and then I would be forced to choose who am I protecting, the rook or the bishop. But the problem that he didn't think about is that the next move is mate. Yep. Well, what can I say? It's not the most complex win that I've struggled for, but it's a win, and I like my wins. Now, let's see the review itself. I don't like that I have like 64. Can I see it again? Accuracy 68.4. That's kind of bad. I still had misses. I hit my target of not having blunders. It's a shame that the game rating is so low, and he had like half of mine. So I suppose the ending was sort of expectable from a machine's point of view. This was a mistake. Damage chance to win a pawn by removing the key defender. Yeah, exactly. He should have taken the horse first, and he would have won a free pawn in that move. And the game would have looked different from that point. Okay, you are now able to win a bishop through a fork. Okay, show me the fork. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I could have done that very early. I see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think about it. Okay, you had the opportunity to win a bishop. Alright. Still the same move, it seems he recommends me. Well, before I could have won it. Actually, no, because you can move here, and then I can't go either here to run away. Well, I mean, no, actually, wait a second. Hold on a second. If I did this, he did this. Okay, yeah, he can. And then he needs to save his queen. He needs to move, yeah, and he would move here, right? And I need to move here to save it, correct. Okay. Alright, their best option is to offer an equal trade of pieces. Okay, let me see what would be the equal. Yeah, exactly. Not the bishop? No, he's not taking the bishop. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, he moved the horse here because it's reinforced by this one. Okay, I'll get back. But you're moving fast in the seat. Yeah, I didn't see the check here indeed. I saw it when I was reviewing my own game, so that's fair. Okay, that's good. This one did better moves to block an attack on a vulnerable. Okay, let me show you the idea. Yep. Yeah, that's what probably should have happened. Mine was a mistake. Your best move was to attack the knight with a queen. Wait, yeah, let me show it to me. Okay, okay. And then what? I mean, would be equal. So like, then what? This one? Yeah, that's a good one. What would be the best then? This one. I sort of fail to understand why. Oh, moving the horse, then moving the rook, maybe? Perhaps. Okay. To move the queen to more active position, that is correct. I didn't think about moving it either, but taking it is okay. Well, not what I would have played. I mean those are words to fight for, but sure. Yeah, like I saw in review, I think this one was a better move, honestly. Okay, but it happened. You get a chance to win a knight by overloading. You get a chance to win by overloading a defender. Yep. Oh, this is actually the best move to do. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, and move. Okay, so the computer would have moved the queen back. All right. Okay, and then I win. Then the knight. Yeah. I need to move that one. Okay. Yeah, I think I will do this next. Then he loses this one. Then I take with a queen. Why would you do this? To block them. Block the what? So many questions. Okay. Then I take this. He takes the pawn. Okay. I lose this one. Protect the bishop. He protects it as well. I go for a check. Nope. I try to target this guy. He moves here. Attempt to overtake the pawn. Yep. What are you going to do though? Just do this. What is gonna do? Okay. Then this. Yeah, anyway, another game completely. Okay, I take it. He's got a good move. I guess I went the second best move. I honestly like mine more. Okay. You had an issue to win material by adding pressure to pin piece. Ah, yeah, with a pawn, I guess. Yeah, supposedly, I guess. How is this a miss anyway? Because he does mistake later. Right. I mean, he kind of loses a lot of momentum. I still have advantage. No, he has a +1, but I have the advantage. Interesting. All right. Finally take the horse. See. I think I will take this one next. Okay, I win this one. Probably he takes the pawn. No. Oh, yeah, he double attacks. So, I go for it. Okay, he can't anymore. I take this one and protect the pawn. Yeah, that sounds amenable to me. Probably his next move would be to take this one to go there, I think. Ah, he can't because of the horse. Nice. That's why I kept the horse there. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, and I would still be an advantage by +4, but honestly, I think this position would be harder for me to play than what happened. Even if he didn't make a mistake, honestly. But yeah, this one I didn't see to protect this one. I'm gonna be honest. So I moved this one here. He does a blunder. Yeah, this is the blunder. Deliver a back rank mate, and that delivers the mate. So I think so. What would his best move would look like here? Actually, he does this. Let's do the best. Okay, he does this. Can I do this again? No, no, because I lose the bishop. I mean, I can lose the pawn anyway, but that's why I move it here because I can't protect it. Okay, this takes this on and checks. Okay, exchange needs to protect the rook. Um, hmm, force them to take it, I guess. Why would you do that? How is that the best move? Oh, because he also takes the rook. Okay, and I can't remove it. Alright, force the check. Then going back, yeah, they've been pretty hard. I mean, it would still be equal. I would have a +1, and I suppose the other position was better uh, if I move the queen here. But oh, not here. I wanted to do it here. Okay, then move the pawn because I lost the horse. Okay, you move here. I would still want the horse. Okay, he will not do the trade. I triple reinforce this. Okay, he goes there here. Fight for that pawn? Anyway, completely another game, but yeah, there could have been many moments for it to go wrong. I expected that I've played a bit better than 68.4, but well, um, onwards to improving, I suppose. Well, that's it for today. See you on the next one.